focus more because yesterday was just magical. Tomorrow I have a quiz, however, and I could possibly be staying after for practice. Um, yeah, what was I going to say? I'm going to be having a wonderful morning. I'm going to start studying a little bit later today. I have an assignment that I need to input. It's already done. Everything has been done. It's just that I have to input it onto we call it ExamSoft, and that's it. Something that I wanted to talk about. Something I always talk about things that arise in my life, and I hope I can improve them through making videos, explaining things, not only my experience, but also things that I have found to be very helpful. So the very first thing is that I've noticed that okay, so I'm just going to start by saying the whole story. So, or you know what, that's not necessary. But I think that whenever you put people first, for example, I was in a group, for example, and I was doing, everybody's supposed to work under me for one day. And one girl was like, if you need my help, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to start studying for pharmacology. So one girl was helping me. She was already helping me with everything. And I asked her to do more tasks when she was helping me. I did not distribute the tasks to other people that could have done the same thing. And it was just as simple as just finding grammatical errors and doing it. So whenever you are heading a group of people and somebody is saying, oh, let me know, give them the job. Give them the job. They can't say no. And on top of that, you're disrespectful enough to say, I'm studying for something else. So this is where it comes people pleaseriness. Sometimes you, as a person, I thought I've overcome this. I thought I've overcome this quite a lot. But when you're in a setting, and I'm going to be very honest, when you're in a setting where a lot of women don't like you, or just in my perspective, a lot of women I don't think are very fond of me, and it's fine. I know exactly the reason why, but and the reason is just primarily just, as a woman, you get a lot of hate for existing, especially if you look a little bit more attractive. So, with that being said, you must give them the job equally. You should not do things merely because you want to please them, or you want to have more people like you, or whatever the case may be. This should stop. This should stop completely. Whether they like me or not, it does not add to my value. As a matter of fact, it adds on to my value. When a lot of women don't like you, same with men, a lot of men don't like you when you're a man, it indicates that you have a higher value than they do. Otherwise, they wouldn't not like you. They would actually, you'd be included. When you're so much better, all of a sudden, look at the contrast. Look at the contrast between the two things, and don't ever fall into the trap of feeling like you need to please someone. This is just very toxic. You need to be your separate entity. If you look at a group of people and there's something wrong with them, understand that there's a group problem. There is a cohort problem. Sometimes you get a whole cohort and they all suck, and it's just not. It's not like, a lot of the times we value collective opinions, okay? But collective opinions cannot be valued when they come from the same spot. For example, one person tells you one thing in one side of the world, and the other person tells you something from another side of the world. This is what I consider collective opinion. When people who do not have similar backgrounds, who do not talk to each other, give you similar insights, that's when it's correct. Not when there's a group of people, they sat down, they've made up this whole image, and they try to inflict it onto you. Group of people that talk to each other, chances are they've communicated what they want to gaslight you with. So if you, for example, hear something critical criticism is when people from separate sides of the world. Imagine you're in London, somebody tells you something, and you're in the United States and somebody tells you the same thing, and they don't know each other. This is critical criticism, but not when it's from one person and they just don't worry about that. I don't know how to, it's a lot of the times I don't know. Yeah, and when I said this speech, I realized that the teacher did not like the insight that I was putting. So I did not have a lot of information in the field of vision and eye care. So do not form antagonistic opinions as of yet until you have collected a whole lot more information. That way you speak from experience, and then you're not posing a whole idea and you don't know what it is. So that's like thing number one. Thing number two is never ask people how you performed right after a speech, right after you're saying, right after anything. Don't ask them, so how do you think that went? Their opinion does not matter. You need to, if you want to know what it is, record yourself. If you want to know what it is, genuinely record yourself. You're the best person to assess how you work, because for them they could have different agenda than the agenda that you want. They could be viewing, they view the world from their own perspective. Whether their perspective is better or worse, that doesn't matter, because you care about your own perspective. Another thing that I've noticed is that I listened to my recording when I was doing the speech, and it went impeccably. It was very good. It was just wonderful. I just don't know why I didn't feel very good. I mean, you can feel nervous. That's the thing. People can't see what's inside of you. You're covered with your own body. And realize that genuinely, they don't know what you feel. Just pretend to be what you want and show what you want. And it's very important. And I say this, and I don't want to go around telling myself, do this, don't do that. Let me see if it's still recording. Yeah, so today I'm going to be studying, I'm going to be just chilling, and I'm putting the assignment. I'm going to do it very soon. Yeah, just chill. And though very, very important is that by the time, you must not only devalue people's opinion, they must not seep onto your daily life. For example, you're going out and you're having so much fun. Don't be thinking about what happened in school. They are not that important. I swear to you, if they were important, they would not be that far away. They would not be this. Those people, whoever you met in your life entire, where are all of them right now, including the teachers? Where are all of them right now? I don't even know their numbers. Okay, so this is how important people are. Just remember throughout your life, where are the people that you were, and just remember the only important things are the people that stayed. My sister, God for sure, he's always there, but no one else. Like, don't care about pleasing things that are temporary there and they have no value. When they run around in the world, you're probably going to be making much more money, you're probably going to be much smarter and much more vibrant than they are. And that's the thing that a lot of people hate about someone. I'm very intelligent. I remember when I contribute to the class, and it's correct. I see a lot of, and you should start enjoying people not liking you like this. And it's so, I sometimes feel disturbed when people are not, or jealous or something. But this should not disturb me any longer. They should get as jealous as they want, and they can try as they may. It is what it is. This is the price of being better, the price of standing higher. And even when you're a good person, being a good person, I realized, in this earth is not free. Being kind isn't free. All of these things are not free, especially being a good person. So when you're a good person, you think that it's easy. You think but it's not. People will easily support the bad. People will easily support the oppressors. They will not support the victims. And I'm not saying that anyone is a victim, but in case you are faced with a victim, if you support the victim, you will see a lot of backlash. You have no idea. Especially in the in the doctorate industry, people support each other. It's called chain of liability. So a lot of people can't afford law here. Just generally speaking, they can't afford a lawyer. They can't afford to get their rights through a lawyer. And the system has made it even worse and much harder, that they don't even provide lawyers. And in some cases they do. I'm not too sure, I'm not too quite sure. But in all that, who has the upper hand? A rich person that can, or per person that is actually right? And a lot of the times, remember, regardless of how hard it is to be a good person, be a good person. Because we live such a short life, and in the end, inequality will just be a delusion in the thereafter. And I do believe in thereafter. I do believe in God, and I do believe there is one God. And I believe in what he says, and I don't think 100 years, less than 100 years, is a worthwhile time to make you a perfect candidate for hell. I just don't think it's worth it. So I'll be a good person, and it's something so divine about being a good person. Something so divine about being kind. Something just like beauty. Something that's very rare. Something that's very beautiful. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that's what I think. And next time, when a teacher doesn't like what you're saying, or a student doesn't like what you're saying as you're public speaking, look them deep in the eye and say what they don't like. I'm serious. Like, what do you mean you don't like what I'm saying? I'm not going to stand there and retract, you know? For me, what I did is that whatever I brought up forth that was a negative on the study, I said, this is negligible. And I saw the teacher smile like this. Like that exactly. It wasn't exactly a rude smile, but he wasn't happy. And he's okay. Yeah, so I'm going to end the video here.